All right. Well, I wasn't planning on necessarily making this video, but a lot of you have been asking me if I was going to make a Philip Defranco video. And I'm not sure that it's going to be the video that some people want. But because I've been critical of Philip Defranco in the past, and because I need to be objective and fair, I feel like, unfortunately, some people will be left unsatisfied by this video. Now, let me first off say that it is clear that the BetterHelp service has issues. And it is clear that the public has rejected their service. And therefore, Philly D really should just, rather than talk about suspending the service and going to meet with people, he should just move on to something else. It's unfortunate. I feel for him as a YouTuber because it's difficult to get deals like this. But I think this all stems from the personal relationship viewers like yourselves and creators have or are perceived to have. The accusations against Phil are largely incorrect. And there's a decent-sized group of people who are simply concern trolling. You've got guys like Keemstar on there like, oh, you're making money from depressed people, says the guy whose entire channel is built on other people's misfortune. I don't take a lot of cues from Keemstar. I mean, the guy is clearly good at building a YouTube channel, but come on, guys. The concern trolling is fucking absurd. You go to his video where I think he makes a very fair and measured response, other than, like I said, he should just have dropped them completely at this point because it's beyond repair. People calling it a Ponzi scheme, pyramid scheme. These people don't even understand what affiliate marketing is. What Philip Defranco did was essentially start an agency and become an affiliate marketer. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing illegal about that. In fact, it's great for other YouTubers who don't have the reach to get a direct deal with somebody like BetterHelp. Now, clearly, I wouldn't want that deal, but let's say it was a company that didn't have its problems, right? This is a system that is largely a service that is largely in demand. I've used an agency before to get my Virtual Shield commercial. And look, here's the thing. Is Virtual Shield the world's best VPN? I don't know. It appears to work well. I tried it. I tested it. And I took advantage of an opportunity to advertise something. Now, on the other hand, I had an offer to advertise, just as an anecdotal, what a YouTuber goes through story here. I had an opportunity to advertise the CBD oil stuff during the craze. They were offering I think like $2,000 for commercials, which was like more than I was making all month on YouTube. So it's a deal that is hard to turn down as a YouTuber. And a lot of the information presented seems believable. In my case, I went ahead and ordered it, tried it, was unimpressed, and decided not to do the deal. Good for me, because the next day or the next week, people were getting strikes for advertising this stuff. Now I know CBD oil does have have good qualities. In fact, when I was in Denver, I enjoyed smoking a mixture of CBD and THC. I felt that was the best experience for my anxiety. But what they were selling was not that. And so I didn't advertise it. That's the amount of research I did. Now, what would be nice is if there was somebody like Philly D or other people who could connect YouTubers with brands. There are a few companies out there, but not many. So anyway, it's not a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme, of course, begins when you have a single business transaction between two people, okay? An offer is made, and it it's a literal pyramid. Affiliate marketing is very different, and primarily not illegal. It works because the payment model is the same for everyone, or it's usually based on an objective payment amount. Usually an affiliate will be paid a percentage of each sale made, or sometimes they'll get paid a percentage of the amount of revenue. This is actually what I do for a living. I run a search marketing agency. I'm essentially a super affiliate. And some of my clients pay me per sale. Some of my clients pay me a flat rate, and some of my clients pay me a percentage of sales. What I do is a legitimate business. I've been doing it for 10 years, and I know a pyramid scheme when I see them. They come across my desk every once in a while, and I always turn them down as clients, regardless of how much money I might be able to make. I think that, so I've addressed the, it's not a Ponzi scheme, it's affiliate marketing. I've addressed that, look, YouTubers have to make money. Well, they don't have to, but you get what I mean. Apocalypse changed everything. And in Philip Defranco's, look, when one of my videos gets demonetized, I still go over to my other desk and I work all day, and that's fine. But the man is supporting other people's jobs. He has people that work for him. And so taking an opportunity like this, I don't blame the guy for that. In terms of the toss, right? That's another big issue people have with the BetterHelp toss. Okay, but again, this is more concern trolling in my opinion. They'll tell you, oh no, I'm legitimately worried about sick people's information getting sold. These are the same people that probably never read their cell phone contract. They never read their Apple terms of service, because if they had, a lot of that same language, a lot of the indemnification, a lot of the self-protection, it's in almost everything we use. So don't act like BetterHelp's terms of service is really any different than anyone else. There are a lot of YouTubers out there promoting, for example, 23andMe, which sells your DNA information, for crying out loud, right? This is not anything. Now, it's not a great terms of service, okay? But what I'm talking about is these people acting like, oh, this is totally unique, and BetterHelp has this evil terms of service. Like McFly, hello, terms of services are drafted with the sole purpose of protecting the company. If you were to take the time and look into the terms of service in almost any product you use, you'll find, according to how it's written, you have no rights and they have the right to do whatever the hell they want. That's how they're written. That doesn't mean, for example, that it will stand up in court. That's not how terms of service work. You may agree to them, but it doesn't make them legal, okay? So, yes, the BetterHelp terms of service is not great. It's not a company that I think Philip Defranco should probably continue to work with, but it's not unique. And so I want to get to the accountability thing. If you're still here and you haven't automatically disliked this video because you're raging and you just want to be mad, YouTubers are the only position I've seen in my life, that doesn't mean there aren't any, but none come to mind, who are held personally accountable for everything they advertise. If CNN runs this commercial, if you're watching Adult Swim and they run a commercial, are you calling up? Are you personally outraged if you don't like the service? No, nobody cares. But with YouTubers, we're in a unique situation where we do have to be a little more careful, because you have to acknowledge that there is a personal connection there, unlike any other. And it's a connection that comes with video, I believe. When you listen to radio shows, I know a lot of you are young, but when you're a boomer like me who listens to radio, they'll read spots all the time. You think, for example, Keemstar, who's just so outraged for the kids, how about the fact that G Fuel is a complete fucking scam? That G Fuel is a joke. It's just all shit that you piss out. It's not any real nutrition. Nobody cares, right? I don't care. Promote the G Fuel all you want. Hell, promote BetterHelp all you want. I have a pure capitalistic view on this. If you have an opportunity to make money, you have to expect your fans to know what's good and what's not good. Now, when you start throwing in personal endorsements, like Philip DeFranco did, like Boogie2988 did, you create this monster, right? I think as a YouTuber, you should be saying, this is who it's sponsored for, and stay away from the I've used it and I like it stuff. That's a huge mistake, in my opinion. That's a mistake Philip DeFranco made. That's a mistake Boogie2988 made. And it's just one that is better off staying away. Like, have the CBD oil done anything, in my estimation, or and like I said, I don't think all CBD oil is a scam, but this particular stuff did nothing. And I've had real stuff, and I know that did something. I think it's fair to say when you've used a product, but it's also safer to just, this is who it's sponsored by, this is what they do, that's it. Stay away from the personal endorsements. We have a connection that YouTubers like Philly D and Boogie and all these other people who are shilling this product need to remember. And people are especially sensitive when it comes to mental health stuff. You have your concern trolls, but you also have people. For example, I spoke out against Shane Dawson, trying to convince his fans that 5% of them were sociopaths, and then also shilling BetterHelp. But you also have to remember, YouTubers look at opportunities like this and they're like, hey, wow, this is an opportunity for me to actually make money the same way that CNN or any radio station does. Why wouldn't they do it? I don't hold Philip DeFranco at fault at all for advertising BetterHelp. What he should have done is not offered a personal endorsement, and he probably would have been fine. Again, it's not like he's bleeding subscribers, and most of the people that are disliking his videos are concern trolls who weren't subscribed to him anyway. There are streams dedicated to conspiracy theories about Philip DeFranco, sending a lot of hate his way, and I think it's good for the internet to be skeptical, and I think it's good to question products, but it's also good to be objective and be fair and understand that this is just business. It's just a commercial. You don't have to buy it. You have every choice to just ignore it and do your own research, okay? So there's fault to go around, but at the end of the day, Philip DeFranco really did nothing wrong, and all this concern trolling, I think, is just that. BetterHelp, sure, not a great service from what it appears, but that's really not what people are mad about, if you notice. They're not mad that BetterHelp isn't the greatest service. They're mad that Philip DeFranco is making money, and they're concern trolling about it, which is truly sad.